I'm Ryden,
I'm Caden.
and this is our second podcast. We're doing it on a Sunday. We're going to talk about some topics. So, do you want to start off with? Did you see that LeBron got out of free agency and got signed?
I think everybody saw it. Every
Yeah,
sport podcaster, pod people, every person on the internet, everywhere probably saw
yeah.
it.
He
I
went
mean,
to
it's
the
probably one of the
76ers. How do you feel about that?
uh,
Like, you think they got a good chance?
unexpected. Unexpected. I think
Mm-hmm.
everyone thought it was unexpected. No one thought. I mean, we just talked in our last video about how none of us expect he was gonna go to the 76ers. I
Yeah.
think it's cool, and I think it's different. He's trying to go chase a championship with young two young guards, Maxi and VJ Edgecombe. You got Jaylen Brown playing would be at the three, and then you have LeBron four, Embiid five if he stays healthy.
And even Joel Embiid, he was very good a few years back, and if he can just stay healthy and stay to where that MVP level was, I think they could really make a deep playoff run, maybe even win the finals. It was kind of like a smack in the face to the Lakers, and the 76ers
I
really
think
turned it up this year, with them trading Paul George and some first round picks for
getting
Jaylen
getting rid of
Brown.
getting rid of Paul George was, I think, extremely needed for them. I also think that I think for the Celtics too, I think it was a slap on the face too for the
Yeah.
Celtics because
Mhm.
they got rid of Jaylen Brown and then as soon as they got LeBron. So I think it's just a major slap on the face for both those franchises. Doesn't mean
Yeah.
they can't do good. I think they're still both gonna do playoff runs if Luka stays healthy and if Tatum stays healthy. I think they'll both have good runs. But are they gonna go win a championship like the 76ers are gonna try to?
Yeah, I
No.
mean, if everyone there, because a lot of their players really have problems with staying healthy. LeBron, he's older, he's might get injured.
And you never know too. That's the problem about this league is you could build the best starting five ever, and they could all be hurt. And it's done. Look at the Suns. Look at with KD and Bradley Beal and Booker. Look what happened
Yeah.
with trying to think other team. There's plenty of other teams that have been. Look at the Nets, Brooklyn Nets with
Mhm.
Kevin Durant and Kyrie,
Oh yeah,
and then I don't even know who else was there. They build these championship type teams. Try to go from okay team to a good team, and sometimes they don't make the cut.
yeah, and they trade all their first round picks and all their salary cap goes into that injured team,
Mhm.
and then next year, they're
Which
like the Nets.
then
I
you
mean,
have
after
then
that,
you
they were
have.
just.
I mean, if you look a couple seasons ago, the 76ers, you see what happened to them.
Hmm.
They got that big three. What happened? They all three got hurt throughout the whole season,
Yeah, and then
and
they were
they
just.
sucked.
Hmm.
Everyone thought they were going to be a championship team. No,
Yeah,
that's the problem about I think with both sports, with every sport and ever, is injuries. You never know. Never
yeah,
know. You can
yeah.
always what if too. What if other players would be good? What if people didn't get injured? But ultimately, I think LeBron. I think he's a great player, and I think he's gonna make their team good.
Yeah, and I think he can be an also like a great leader, with his age and
Hmm.
him having that experience with different teams, the Cavs, the Heat, even being in like across the whole thing all the way to LA, with the Lakers.
And to me, what's cool about that is you have LeBron. He can play any position. You have VJ Edgecombe. He will play any position if he needs to. He's small, but he's a pretty good defender. He'll get rebounds, he'll get assists.
Yeah.
Embiid's a good center if he stays healthy.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
you just have those all around players and veterans that I think fix up their bench. And I've heard there's speculation that they're getting Contavious Caldwell Pope, and I think
Really.
he's a good. Yeah, there's a guard. He's a all right guard. I think get a couple more veterans would be really good.
Yeah, just to like yeah, Tyrese Maxey, him trying to and he's been looking very promising these few
He
years
is
and now with
promising. I think
I
if
think
he
with
has
just a
another good
few like
year, I think he could make a not a pro bowl, all
a
star.
Hall of yeah, I think if he keeps on going where he is, I think he can make the Hall of Fame.
I think he's
Just
one of the best Hall of Fame.
no, if he keeps on going with the like I mean these seasons that he's having with the points per game and the rebounds and whatever, and especially with his team, the VJ, who is it?
VJ Edgecombe.
Yeah,
He's
he's
good.
just a very good.
Really young premier player. And then
And I think with
you got
the
Jaylen Brown, like Jaylen Brown.
yeah,
He was in the talk for MVP last season.
yeah, he's an
He's
MVP
one of
candidate.
I think he's gonna turn around and he's gonna play the best ball of his career this season. I think he's going to be mad that the Celtics traded him because he didn't
Yeah.
want that. He wanted to be in
Especially for
Boston,
having such a
and
good season.
I think they're gonna. I think he's gonna turn it around, and I think he's gonna try to get MVP or play MVP caliber. I mean, the
Yeah.
sky's the limit if they have him playing MVP caliber. Tyrese Maxey still's playing good. If and I honestly like even if Embiid gets hurt, as long as they have a decent backup center, which they just got rid of Andre Drummond, but I think they're really gonna be able to do something. Embiid's a fifth option.
Yeah.
I think
With having three, earlier MVP candidates or even winners. I mean, Joel Embiid, LeBron, they both won MVPs, and then Jalen Brown with a finalist last year. I think they could really, and maybe Tyrese Maxey could really make it take another step just by having a mentor like LeBron. He's having a mentor with Embiid, but with
I don't
him
think
not being fully healthy.
I think I don't know if LeBron would really be a huge mentor for Tyrese. I
You
think
don't think
Tyrese is
so?
doing what he's doing. I don't think so. Look at Luca. LeBron wasn't a mentor to Luca.
Luka was one
Luca
of the
got
best
hurt,
players. I
but
mean,
he was only good because that's how he played. I don't
yeah,
think LeBron's going to be a mentor.
but I mean, could you
Is
also say,
LeBron going to make their team better? Yes. But is he going to really be like a huge mentor? I don't see I do see him as a mentor, but I don't see him as like a player that's going to change the game.
but you were talking about Luca. Could you see when he was, people were calling him chubby, and then, last off season he started working out and he was looking
Yeah,
really good. Could you
that's
say that
because
LeBron had an effect on
look,
that?
no, I
No?
think nope, Mavs had effect on that.
Really?
They traded him 24, 5-year-old in his almost prime getting traded. He was like, what the heck? I got traded. I'm going to do better and I'm going to prove Dallas that I'm what I am.
Yeah.
And I think that's what Jaylen Brown's going to do. They traded him for whatever the heck was going on with him. They traded
Mhm.
him, and I think he's going to do exactly what Luca did. Not get hurt. If he doesn't get hurt, he doesn't seem like he gets hurt as much as Luca. He still gets hurt, but not as much. But I really do think they could do. I think he's going to be able to do what the sky's the limit with him.
Yeah.
But
I
I don't. I
mean,
mean, I do see LeBron maybe being a mentor, but I don't think he needs to be a mentor. He already has a good team. He doesn't have to. They just need to play like together. I think they need to play.
as a
I think
team,
the
yeah.
biggest factor is they need to play together. If they're not
Yeah.
playing
Yeah,
together,
yeah.
they're all off. That's how teams mess up.
Yeah. I mean,
I mean,
I agree.
look exactly. Look at the Suns. It's exactly what happened with Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, and Booker. You had a good team around you, and you didn't play together, and you all got hurt.
Yeah, and then he got
That could
traded the
happen.
next season, and then he got
And then
traded
he got traded.
again. Yeah, and who says that
Yeah,
he might not get traded again? Like, he just gets traded around the league so
Durant.
much. Yeah, he might get traded again. I mean, he got traded to.
I think there's a possibility he will. I don't think he likes. Okay, this off season, I think they did good. I saw what they got in off season. Are they gonna win a championship? I still don't see them winning a championship. Maybe fully healthy, but even if you got Steven Adams coming back, one of the best second centers ever, he's great. If he stays healthy and plays like he used to, he's good. But you
Yeah,
see Fred VanVleet, great point guard. I still don't see them winning a championship though.
yeah. I mean,
I think what's gonna happen is I think Nikola Jokic is gonna come back. I think he's gonna play at MVP caliber season. I mean maybe LaMelo Ball and Anthony Edwards are gonna play okay. I still don't see them winning a championship. I still think they're too young.
I think they can make the deep playoff run, but it's just hard to tell. I mean, you don't
I don't
really know
see
their
him.
chemistry because
Plus,
you could
if you
see.
think about it, they both always get hurt. Always get hurt.
Yeah, but I mean,
Lamelo's the
LaMelo Ball,
worst.
he's
Lamelo
usually just like his
Lamelo
own.
needs a full both legs butt cast because he just keeps getting hurt. He
Yeah.
keeps messing his
But he's
ankles up,
also
messing
trying to
his
do
knees up.
everything. Cause like, I mean,
I
the Hornets have just never been a good franchise, and I feel like he's trying to do everything by himself. But then they got, Con Knipple, but he still got injured. Him.
they also had Miles Bridges.
Hmm.
They had a good friend. I can't think of his name. The center, their center. He looked young. Their young 3-year center looked good. I mean, I think even the Hornets. I think off season they did pretty good.
Yeah, and
They
they're
got
looking to be one of the most
who
energetic teams.
who'd they get? I think they got Dorian Finney-Smith. Let me see.
Yeah, I mean, they're looking to maybe make the finals last year, but it ended kind of quick with them. Who did they lose by? Wasn't it by the?
So they got rid of LeBron or LaMelo. They got rid of Miles
Mhm.
Bridges, but they got Grayson Allen, good 3-point shooter, Bryce O'Neal, and some fit picks. They also got Dorian Finney-Smith, and they re-signed Kobe White. And I see that as an okay team. I think they still need to figure out who their best. And I mean, Con Knipple, yes, but I still don't see him as like the number one. I
Yeah.
still see him as a number two. I still see him
Yeah.
as like a Klay Thompson type.
Mhm.
I don't see him as a number one.
It just
LaMelo was
depends
the
on
number
who
one.
steps up,
They're gonna have to try to
without
figure out
LaMelo.
who's. I mean, Brandon Miller, maybe Brandon Miller's
Maybe,
okay.
yeah, maybe.
I mean, if he stays healthy, he's been hurt all the time. If he stays healthy, maybe. I still don't see them going in a deep champ playoff run though. They really are gonna have
Yeah.
to do good in the offseason or in the throughout the regular season. But do you
Mhm.
think they're gonna be able to beat OKC? Do you think they're gonna be able to beat the Lakers with
Yeah,
Luca
well,
coming back
I
healthy?
think the Lakers are not gonna do as well as they did this year. I don't
I
see
I
them
I, I
like
see them. I see them doing good.
I could
They
see
got
them
rid of
missing the
LeBron.
playoffs.
It's Luca's team. The Lakers made that really clear.
But
It
I could
is
see
Luca's
them,
team, and they're gonna go try to do what they can. They built a team around him. They got Quentin Grimes. They got Mukasvili. I don't know how to say his name.
but they lost a lot of their players. Didn't they
They got
lose Rui Hachimura?
they they
Yeah, I
they
mean,
lost him to the Jazz. No, the
I just
Clippers. Clippers. I think. Oh, you still have Austin Reeves, and they just got the center. What's his name? I don't know. I can't think of it right now. I'll think of it later. Let's talk about another thing.
so yeah, do you want to talk about, maybe move sports, talk about football?
Sure.
We could talk about like division leaders. Who do you think will win, the 8 divisions, the AFC, NFC, West, East, North, South?
NFC.
We
NFC.
could talk with the North, the NFC
Who's gonna be
North.
the Who's gonna be the best? I think who's gonna be the best from both sides, AFC and NFC. Who's gonna be the
Okay.
best?
Okay, NFC, is that
Hmm.
the Packers, Lions, is that division?
It's NFC North. I'm talking NFC and AFC. That means the whole
Yeah, no, I
everyone
know. But what do
separate.
do you want to do the North first?
I guess we can talk about that until Michael Parsons gets back. I don't see the Packers.
I think the Packers could maybe squeeze in like a 5 seed,
If
but I don't
if
think they're
if
going to lead the
if
division.
Jordan Love plays at a high level, no, doesn't get hurt.
Yeah,
If
and if
our
Christian Watson
players
can
don't get
finally hit
hurt
that,
all the time. I think Christian Watson he has what it takes. I think he just needs to stay healthy. If he stays healthy, he's
stay
going to be the
healthy,
X factor.
get those receptions,
Matthew
those
Golden,
yards.
I saw off season. He's been doing good. He's been putting the work in. I think he's going to be okay. He did
Mm,
okay. I mean, he showed signs of good. He just hasn't hit that yet. Once he does, I think he'll be good.
I think I could see the Lions maybe pulling ahead or the Vikings.
I don't see the Vikings. I don't see Kyler
I don't know,
Murray.
Jonathan Greenyard,
Kyler
you know.
Kyler Murray. Jonathan Greenyard's traded.
He got traded. Who did he get
He's
traded
on the
to?
Eagles.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the Eagles are just kind of stacked with their D line,
Their
Jalen
team.
Carter.
Yeah, their team's good.
I don't know. It just depends on how Kyler Murray takes with actually having good receivers with, Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, he's a Philadelphia Eagle.
Really? Justin Jefferson, Jawan Jennings, and
They need to have Justin Jefferson play like he did.
yeah.
If Justin Jefferson doesn't play like he did,
But I think it was
they're
more
going
of
to be
like a
nothing.
quarterback step back because he was playing very good with Sam Darnold, but with
So the problem too about that is, do you really trust Kyler Murray in the playoffs? Absolutely
as he
not.
had a good team around him.
Yes,
When he lost the D
Larry
Hop,
Fitzgerald,
Larry
Larry
Fitzgerald was
Fitzgerald that
30
season.
something when he came into the league. He was old. He was older.
I don't
And then
know.
when D Hop
I
came,
still
there was a connection there, but
there's a
it just,
connection, but I don't trust Kyler Murray.
I
I
don't
don't.
know, because
I don't
I don't
trust
know.
JJ McCarthy either. Do you
I
really
trust
trust JJ
Kyler Murray
McCarthy?
more than JJ McCarthy. JJ
Oh,
McCarthy
obviously, McCarthy is
was,
a joke.
yeah, I mean, everyone was saying that he's going to have a comeback
Yeah,
second
no,
year. And then he
no.
just
And I
throwing picks was
honestly,
his
I would be
specialty.
shocked. I would be shocked if he ends up winning over Kyler Murray. Oh, I got another thing.
Yeah.
What about the Raiders? How do you think Fernando Mendoza and Kirk Cousins are going to go?
I think it's going to be more friendly, like a
It
friendly
is.
quarterback
It
battle
is. I
than,
think it will be.
and
But
I think
I
Kirk
think
Cousins
Kirk
will care more
Cousins.
about like teaching him rather than,
I think that's what the Raiders did. Is they got a rookie, and then they're going to develop him. I think they're going to put Kirk Cousins starting for the
for a few weeks. Yeah.
first like max 11 games.
and then see, yeah.
At least get Fernando Mendoza a couple games to get under his belt.
Yeah, I mean,
But
they have to
I
do
think
see how he does in
I do see
preseason.
them. I see them doing okay. They got really good players. They've got two good linebackers. They just got. They still have a good
Yeah,
defense.
Nakobe Dean and
They don't have wide receivers, but
yeah,
I think if their wide receivers
Trey
step
Tucker.
up, the only one I see is Brock Bowers
Brock Bowers
and
can have a
Ashton
bat like
Jeanty.
a comeback, like a
Their
he
line is
wasn't
great.
great last year. I don't know. They're missing a
They
lot of
got new line.
parts. Colin Miller's starting to get older, but their
I still see
center
him being there
Tyler
for a couple
Lindenbaum.
years.
Yeah, but Tyler Lindenbaum's a great young
Oh yeah, I think he'll be okay
one of
if he
probably
stays
top
healthy.
five
He gets hurt
centers this
sometimes.
year.
He gets hurt sometimes. I know if
hmm
he stays healthy. Their defense, their safeties, their corners. I don't see their corners doing great. I think they'll be okay.
Jeremy Chin with the
But
safety.
I think they're not going to be a championship contender team. I think they're going to be like win
I think it's still
like
just a very
less than 10
developing
games.
team.
I think they're going to win 10 games, maybe
I
less.
think they're
I
gonna
no,
win
I
like
think they're going to win
7 or
like 8.
8.
Yeah, I think they're
Yeah,
going to win like 8. I don't see them
but
winning
I
10
mean,
games.
it just depends
Max
on
maybe
how.
10 games.
Yeah, it
And
just
you also
depends.
what is a factor to me too in the NFL is injuries and schedule.
hmm
What's their schedule? What schedule? Who are they playing on a good day, on a rainy day?
And how do
What
those teams
time?
look? In
Mm-hmm.
preseason
Like
and
so, I don't know. The league is always a question. It's like that's the cool part about stuff is you're like okay, it's you can't predict stuff.
yeah, but
You
then you
can
could
only
also
hope.
take like a player's weakness, like or like a player that's like so good on this team. Like I bet like teams were getting ready to go against the Dallas Cowboys 2 years back. Okay, we're going against Michael Parsons. Bam, he's off and he's to the Green Bay Packers. Now what do they prepare for? It can just switch so quickly on how, the teams have to
Trades.
prepare, how they
That's
have to
also too
prepare
is
against teams.
trades just
hmm
you just never know. You just never know. If
Yeah, it's so
I
unpredictable.
think that's what I like about the sports is what everything changes.
hmm
But at the same time, stuff doesn't change, and it's just like it's just questionable.
But sometimes it sucks to see some of your favorite players, go to, certain
hmm
franchises that's
You
like,
want them back, yeah. I see
yeah,
what you mean. Yeah,
like with Green Bay, you might have wanted Devontae Adams, back. But I mean, what is there to say? I mean, at
I
that
think it was
point,
just
I
time to
mean,
move on.
I bet Aaron Rodgers did. I mean, Aaron Rodgers,
Aaron Rodgers is a joke to me. I
yeah,
think
but
he's
when he
only
was
doing it for
younger,
money, and he's
or
only
when he
doing it
was
for
like in his 30s, he was definitely a team player.
uh,
But
uh,
as he got
uh.
older, he just got more arrogant,
He
I
was
think.
never a team player. Ever
He was
since
a
he
good
won one
player. It
championship,
was just,
he was good. But ever since he won a championship, he never had that passion to go win another one. He had
yeah,
every
but,
opportunity to win championships.
hmm
He played the 49ers like 4 seasons in a row in the playoffs.
hmm
And he had every single time to go win a championship. Or go win,
Yeah.
not a champion, NFL, Lombardi. I don't see them, or oh my gosh. I don't think he was
Yeah, I mean, you could say that.
ever
It's
since he
just,
won the championship. He
yeah,
lost
yeah,
the
but I'm
hunk.
talking about like maybe he like just, they've always been known as like not taking receivers in the draft, like serious
Who?
receivers. Green Bay Packers, they
Who just
were
got Matthew?
hyped about taking Matthew Golden in the first round because when was the last time they took a receiver in the first round? Like over 10 years ago,
It's because
probably.
they build around their players. They're gonna
Yeah,
stick
but
with.
then they take like
You look at
Randall
that too,
Cobb or
Christian Watson.
but
They
it's not like he's
literally
really stepping up to
he
be that number one guy if he
he
keeps on
will
getting injured.
he will this season.
But you don't know that. He
I
could
think
just
if he doesn't
change in
get
a
hurt, I
second
think
and
he will step up. And
yeah.
you
I
look at
mean,
too is that team, the Packers. This is why I like them so much. They're a draft develop. Most teams aren't that. Most teams are. I'm just gonna take players from free agency. I'm gonna draft some players and then I'm gonna trade for some players. Packers usually don't make trades. That's why Michael Parsons was so shocking. But
yeah.
I still think I like that's why I like them is because they're a develop type team. I think that's what you
hmm
need to have a good championship team. Yes, you can build around you, but is that going to be that good when you don't know half of the people that you're getting?
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
look at the Cowboys.
hmm
They've developed some of their players, but some of them they just get rid of. They're too much of a moving. I don't see any team doing what the Packers are.
I mean, you could say that. You could definitely say that. But I mean, it just depends because some people won't say that if you're like you're only you wouldn't say that if you're a Lions fan. So it's really,
Biased.
It just depends on how you see the if you like the Green Bay Packers, I mean, you could say that. I like the Green Bay Packers, but I could debate you on some of this stuff, like just off of my view. And of course, you defend your own Green Bay Packers. I would defend my Miami Dolphins. So it just depends on how you see things and
Mm-hmm.
but certain stuff is like very, everyone knows that. Like how Michael
Mm-hmm.
Parsons is a top two edge rusher. He's probably second best in the league for being, what is he, 26?
27.
27. I mean, he's still
Mm-hmm.
got so much learning and so much game to just, maybe at some point he could be an all-time great. If he just takes a step up. Like he's playing at a top level, like he's been playing at a top level. Just depends.
I mean, even Myles Garrett is a great player, but
hmm
I don't see him getting a Hall of Fame for
He's,
one
he's
def-
known as a
defensive
best.
rookie of the year and then a defensive league rusher. I still
He's
don't
known
think
as
he has enough
he has a
to get a
conversation for
ring.
being the best defensive player of all
No,
time.
no,
He does.
absolutely
He
not. No, he
actually
does not.
does. Yes, he does. You can look it up. I mean, his numbers show it. He's leading the league in pressures. He's only 30. He has still 4 years maybe for adding up. I mean, you could say that, but I think that he is a top three defensive player of all time. I think so. If you watch his games, he is just so scary on the field, just so impactful for his teammates. Maybe his team wasn't good. Maybe he wasn't so impactful for his team being great. Maybe not to win games, but he would definitely hold up points. Hold up, I mean, he's just so big and
Hmm. I mean, I guess I see him maybe being that, but do you? I don't know. I
there's just
still
an
don't.
argument for everything. So it just depends on how you
Who
see
would you?
stuff.
I don't. I don't know. Yeah, you're right.
But it just
Huh?
depends on how you see stuff. Like I probably wouldn't say Aaron Donald's, the best player. Probably wouldn't even say that he's top three, maybe four.
You did not just say that. We're gonna get banned on the podcast because you just
I don't
said
know.
that
He was good. He was very good, but
Aaron
he
Donald.
retired. He retired. He still had so much game to play.
He wanted to
He
be
still had
done.
so
Could you
much.
blame him? He's got plenty of money. He won a ring. He wanted to go out with a ring. That is an
Yeah.
awesome way to be going out. Yeah, I got to win a
I mean,
ring.
yeah.
I got to get a ring on my last season of my career, and I wanted to be. I wanted to end it the good way instead of ending it like Aaron Rodgers, where he's going to end up being the worst team in the league. Like
I
that's
don't
the
think the
difference to me.
Pittsburgh is gonna
I
be that bad, but
I don't see them winning a Super Bowl. I don't see them making playoffs.
yeah.
I think the Ravens are better than that. The Cincinnati
I think
Bengals,
the
the
Bengals,
Ravens,
yeah. I mean,
like who would you pick? Ravens, Bengals, or Steelers? Bengals,
Ravens. I mean, of course Ravens, but
Bengals.
you'd pick Bengals over the Ravens? That's
What they
crazy.
did in the
That's
offseason, they
crazy.
look better than they ever have. Jamar Chase
Could you
coming
say
off
that
a
after Joe Burrow gets injured
great year.
again? They looked great
Flacco's
last
still
year.
a great backup. I think he
They
still could do
lost
good.
their number one edge rusher. They
Do
got
you
Dexter
trust
Lawrence
Lamar
after an
Jackson?
all-time low
Do
season.
you trust Lamar Jackson?
How could you not? He's Lamar. He's Lamar, like the
He's
fastest
literally
quarterback.
gets hurt every single season.
He gets injured less than Joe Burrow does. What
Questionable.
do you mean, no? Joe Burrow gets
I
injured every other season. He's had
Yeah, I
maybe
know.
two healthy seasons, and that was when he made the Super Bowl and like the year after or whatever.
Year
Or
before,
no,
this
the
year.
year after, I'm pretty sure he got injured. They were his rookie year. I'm pretty sure he got injured.
I don't know. I trust Joe Burrow in the playoffs more than I trust both healthy. I trust Joe Burrow, hands down.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think I could see Lamar. I think Lamar making playoff run, and
Maybe if they stay healthy, if Derrick Henry plays good, if their line plays good, they got rid of their center. If their defense plays okay, I think they still have a good defense. I don't see them beating
but
Josh
who did the
Allen. Do you
Bengals
see
get in
them?
their O line?
They got a bunch of new young players. They got rookies, and also they've developed their linemen to be not what they were. They got good players. He even said that on the post. One of the linemen, what is his name? Orlando Brown. Do you know who that is?
hmm
He said a post on Instagram. Yeah, this Bengals line is the best line since the Super Bowl.
And that might be, but since the Super Bowl, they've sucked. So, I mean, how could you
Um,
say that if Joe
I
Burrow doesn't play healthy?
you trust
What
Lamar?
happens if
Okay,
Jamar gets
what if they're
injured?
both healthy? What if the whole teams are healthy? Do you trust Lamar or Burrow? I trust Burrow.
I just,
Burrow's already
I'd
been
have
in
to.
the
I
Super
mean, I'd
Bowl.
have to say
He's already
Burrow.
been in the Super Bowl.
But if Lamar had the receivers that
He
Joe Burrow
doesn't.
had, I
Lamar's a
think
joke
he
to
could
me.
be a
He just
top
wants to get MVP.
3 quarterback.
I
And
don't see
Lamar's already a top 4 quarterback.
I don't see
Joe
Lamar
Burrow can
doing.
also make that same argument to be a top 4 quarterback.
I don't see Lamar.
You know, you got Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Lamar. I mean, that's just
Hmm
how the top 4 goes.
Dak
It's just
Prescott's
those
questionable
4.
there too.
Who
He looks
who,
good.
who
Dak
else?
Prescott, C.D. Lamb, George Pickens.
There
Plus, they
was
have a
like a
good
big
number
thing about
three.
his coach talking about how they're gonna try to give more catches to CeeDee Lamb.
They need
So
to,
I'm thinking,
because C.D.
I'm thinking.
Lamb is getting out of there in the next couple years.
You think so? Yeah,
Yes,
definitely.
I
He's
see.
not
I see something like an AJ Brown situation. I see that. That's what I see in
even a
my opinion.
Stephon Diggs situation. I mean,
I also
Stephon Diggs when he
talk
wasn't
about the
getting the
Bills.
catches. I mean, he
Talk
just wanted
talk
out of there.
talk about the Bills. The Bills have never been as good as they were with Stephon Diggs, with that number one wide receiver. Even with DJ Moore. DJ Moore is, to me, I don't see him as the number one. I see him as a number two.
But they don't
I
have a number one.
There
You know, you could
exactly.
say the same argument for the
I don't see
Packers.
that we're still
Same
trying to
exact
find.
argument. You know, I don't see Christian Watson as number one.
You don't, but
You know, DJ
doesn't.
Moore, if he was on the Packers, I think he would step up to be the number one guy.
But I still don't see them. I don't see them doing. I don't see the Bills doing what they're
I don't know, just having such
wanting
good
to do.
quarterback play with Josh Allen. It's
I
just
don't
Josh
know.
Allen's got to lower the interceptions.
He's
That's like
also
his
turning.
biggest thing is
He
like,
is also turning 31. Like age starts becoming a factor. Yes, he's still going to play
yeah,
at a high level, but age is starting to get a factor with a lot of these quarterbacks. Our generation quarterbacks: Mahomes, Lamar, Burrow. Burrow's okay.
I don't
I
even know,
think
but
it's
Burrow was 2020. He's still
yeah,
got a few, he's 28
yeah.
or whatever,
I
29.
think so.
He's got,
But I mean, Dak Prescott's gonna retire in a couple. Like to me, I think it's time for the next generation to take over. You want Allen to win a Super
it's
Bowl.
just
You
a
want
lot of the new
Mahomes,
generation is just
and
not doing
I
great.
think they can still do good. I still don't see the Bills in the playoff in the Super Bowl. I don't see, honestly,
Yeah.
if Mahomes stays healthy and if their team does better, I still don't
And they
even
can
see the
maybe
Chiefs.
like, and Kelsey can step up and actually like
Do you see
focus
the
on the game
Chiefs
of
making
football.
even the playoffs?
I think so.
They struggled so
You know,
bad last year, and they only got worse. They got rid of Trent McDuffie. They got rid of their
I don't know, but
what's their
they fixed one
linebacker?
of their
What's their
biggest
Leo Chanel?
problems on offense.
They got
They fixed one of their
running
biggest
back
problems. Yeah, I mean that was one of their biggest problems. You know, you had who was it?
Isaiah Pacheco.
Hunt? No, he's always injured. He was looking
Pacheco.
like such a great guy, but then he got injured and then you had Kareem Hunt taking those, 30-year-old. You
Yeah,
just
I don't
So
know.
I think they could really I think it's kind of like a Josh Allen situation.
I don't see the Chiefs. I don't see the Bills. I don't see the Ravens. It's all questionable, but I see this some of them maybe they're making playoffs. I don't see them in the Super
Yeah.
Bowl. I don't see them.
Yeah, but it's
I
just so hard.
honestly, who I see in the Super Bowl, potentially Bengals, Denver. Or not.
Yeah, I mean, just a
Wait,
lot of
Denver.
the
Yeah.
you were talking about how the newer quarterbacks got to step over. Who do you got? I mean, you got Bo Nix.
Bo
That's
Nix.
like the only guy that's staying consistent. And Drake May, sorry, two guys that are staying consistent. Who else?
Trevor
CJ
Lawrence.
Stroud. Trevor Lawrence is coming off the best season that he's had, but
Exactly.
we're all calling him busts. Not saying that he's number one, and then he finally stepped up.
It's because he got signed
You
a
know,
contract. This is the problem with today's NFL. You play so good to get a contract. Once you get a contract, you stink.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
what happened
It's
with
with Tua.
greatness. Yeah, greatness is being able to, okay, I want to win a Super Bowl and I want to stay hungry and keep winning. Look at
Yeah,
Stafford. Look at, can't think of it. Sorry. But I still, I don't see, honestly, I'm a Packers fan, but I don't even see the Packers going to the Super Bowl yet.
yeah.
I
It just
wish.
depends on who steps up.
But I think
You know?
they need to have injuries, and I don't know. Everything's questionable about the NFL and the NBA.
Yeah, it's just all the new quarterbacks. Like, who's gonna be the next Patrick Mahomes? Who's gonna be the next Josh Allen? CJ
And I still
Stroud's not
think we have
stepping
a
up.
second until I think we let them still play, but
All
I think
those guys, all they do is get older.
I don't know. Yeah.
I mean,
I still think
you know,
Aaron Rodgers is playing 42. Tom Brady played to what? 42, 43,
5?
45,
No,
something like
45, I
that.
think, or something like
Something
that.
like that.
I
I
mean,
still think they're going to be in the league for maybe another 10 years. Imagine if they're in
I don't know, because it's
10 years.
like you have
If they
Trevor
don't get
Lawrence,
hurt,
C.J. Stroud, just all the better quarterbacks. You get Jared Goff, Dak Prescott, Matthew Stafford. All those guys are turning in their
Brock
30s.
Purdy. I forgot about Brock Purdy.
If he can, okay, yeah, Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy could maybe step up, but he's running under Kyle Shanahan,
Uh,
under the best like team, and they're still not even. I
Cam
think
Ward.
they've.
Cam Ward played good. Justin Herbert. I still see
I
Justin
don't
Herbert
know.
doing okay. Jackson Dart.
Him being
Jaden
drafted on
Daniels.
such.
If Jaden Daniels stays healthy, they
Jaden
could do
Daniels
good.
is a really big what if.
hmm
He
Caleb
looked good,
Williams.
and then he got injured,
I think
injured.
I think Caleb Williams is all right. I don't see him winning a championship. They're too young.
I could see the Bears going to the Super Bowl. I think.
Carolina Panthers. Bryce Young.
I don't know.
Brock
Their
Purdy.
defense looks
Sam
really good
Darnold.
this year.
I mean, some of these quarterbacks are like, okay, he's a good quarterback. Is he an MVP? No. Is he going to be good? Baker Mayfield? I don't know.
Baker Mayfield, I just don't see that he's ever gonna step what he did in like the
No.
first half of last season.
I still don't even think that.
First half of last season, he was looking like an MVP candidate. If you watched him play and then he just gave up. Like, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I
It
don't
was
know.
just the second half he started throwing picks. He started just not doing as great as he was. He was looking
hmm
so good and looking like an MVP candidate in the first half of the year. And then, and even Matthew Stafford, with him throwing what one pick half the year or whatever it was. That's just crazy to think about that a 37-year-old, 38-year-old is doing that in today's league, and his name isn't Tom Brady.
And that shows you too of front offices and healthiness, and then your team, just how
hmm
good your team is built around Matthew Stafford. I bet you can Google how many times he got sacked, and it's going to be one of the lower players in the league, one of the
hmm
lower teams in the league. And I think that comes down to what is how they stay healthy, how Tom Brady could potentially ever come back. I don't think he's gonna, but you see that Mahomes, he got hurt because I don't see also too
I think
is
they should have took
is
Mahomes out.
no, they were trying to go make it. I think they
No, they
regret
were
it, but
already they won 5 games last year. I think they
no,
should have took him out
they won
3 games
they
before.
won like 7, and they were trying to win that game to try to make the playoffs. They were
I don't
hoping.
know. I just don't think that if I was Andy Reid, I would have took Patrick Mahomes out
That's the question.
those
That's the
last
what
few
if.
games.
To me, that's the what if factor.
Because, I mean, they were not going to make the playoffs. And why risk injuring, arguably at some point, a top 2 quarterback of all time, you could argue. At some
Top
point, he
5.
was
I think
argued.
he's top 5 best
Yes,
QB of all
right
time.
now he's definitely. But at some point, he was argued to be as good as Tom Brady. So why
But
would you risk
but
that type of skill
I
level?
think that's the problem too about age is yes they become wiser, yes they become arguably smarter. Matthew Stafford became better and better and better. This last season was the best season of his career. But you see, did Matthew Stafford ever scramble? Did Lamar scramble? He got hurt. Did Mahomes scramble? He got hurt. Did Josh Allen scramble? I think if he gets older, as good as he is, he's gonna get hurt. Some
hmm
point, Allen will get hurt. Age
Josh
too.
Allen's,
They
yeah,
slowed down.
he's.
You
mhm.
Allen, if once he loses that running factor, he's never gonna be what he was ever.
Yeah, it's just a big thing of him being
And
dual
that's
threat.
that's that's the problem about dual threat quarterbacks. They're great. They're awesome.
hmm
You better enjoy it while it lasts. That's what
Yeah,
I think. Even Jordan
even
Love.
with like
Even
Jackson
Jordan
Dart.
Love. Look at Jordan Love gets hurt all the time.
Look at
Dak
Jackson
Prescott gets
Dart.
hurt.
I mean, he's just being
There's no
concussed.
good QB that doesn't get hurt and doesn't play smart besides Matthew Stafford. I see Matthew Stafford getting MVP this year.
I could see him being a.
I see them going to the
I
Super
see
Bowl.
him as stepping down a little bit, like taking a step down. I see him not trying to come.
I think he wants to go win a Super Bowl,
I think,
and
yeah, I think he wants to go
there's
out on a Super Bowl.
huge speculation about this, but I see Aaron Donald coming back.
Yeah, if he comes back,
He's
he's like
already reported at training camp. I'm serious. There's already
mm,
people like shown that he's already at training camp practicing. They just haven't made it official, and I think that's what's gonna happen.
yeah. I mean, it
So
just depends on so much. And what money do they have to pay him?
they don't
Puka
want
and
to pay him.
having, yeah,
They
and
don't
I
want to
doubt
pay
he
Aaron
even
Donald.
cares
He
about
doesn't
being
want to get
paid.
paid. No, he's
He just
rich.
wants to come back
He
for the
wants to go
game
win
of
a Super
football.
Bowl. He wants to go win another Super
hmm
Bowl. And I think that's what's gonna that's the difference to me of all the greats. Rodgers is gonna be a great. Who would you pick all time? Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, whatever quarterbacks are other old quarterbacks. I don't think Rodgers is. I don't see. I still see it. He is a
I
Hall
see
of
him
Famer,
right now.
yes, but
He's
I
kind of
don't.
ruining his legacy. The more years he plays, he's ruining his top
It's because he's
10
a
quarterback of
prick.
all time. He's just
It's because
ruining
he's a
it.
prick. It's because he's a prick.
He's just
You
ruining, just not being a great player, not being the mentor that he's supposed to be. That's why teams brought him in. He's supposed to be a mentor for being 42 years old, and him just being,
It's just a joke.
ruining
I
his
think
legacy.
he's just a joke. Ever since he won the Super Bowl, he's been a joke. Since COVID, since
Yeah.
I'm crazy. Yeah,
Who do you think could win the MVP this year? I mean,
in NFL or
I
NBA.
could see it being these are my top three. I think honestly, I think it's gonna be like a other position like a running back or a wide receiver could make. I don't know. I just really want to see a wide receiver, make
Everyone
that top
does.
three list.
Everyone does. But do they? No.
I don't know, but I would
Mm-mm.
hope that I really want to see like Christian McCaffrey or someone step up to maybe be an MVP caliber running back. Being with Eric Dickerson and being up there with how good the run with Saquon and Derrick Henry were in 2020 and 24,
I
25.
think my top three is Burrow, Stafford, Allen. That's my top
I
three right
think
there.
I
Burrow for sure. Burrow's gonna be top five.
I think Josh Allen's gonna have a massive step back. Like I think he's gonna get
I think
injured
there
or
is
something's gonna
speculation.
happen,
Speculation, I think that could happen, definitely.
and I
But
think Patrick
I
Mahomes is gonna
still
be
think
top
he's gonna
three.
do good. I don't think Patrick Mahomes, he's coming off a torn MCL and ACL. I
It
don't
just depends
see,
on how he recovers. I
I
mean,
just don't see Mahomes. Where's his number one? The only time Mahomes was good, I'm sorry to say this, but the only time Mahomes was good was with Tyreek Hill.
and
He
that
was
was when Tyreek Hill was
never,
young, and Tyreek Hill
never,
wasn't even being
ever,
noticed
ever that
that
good
much,
without Tyreek Hill, without a number one. And until
or
he's
even
been
Travis Kelsey.
preaching since day one, Rasheed Rice is not it.
And they
That's
thought that
three
Xavier
seasons
Worthy would
now.
be it. I mean,
Xavier Worthy isn't it either. They need to have a number one.
which didn't they sign Stephon Diggs?
No,
I thought they signed
he's still a
Stephon
free agent.
Diggs.
He's still a free agent.
They just need. I could
Even
see
if I
them
don't see
signing
Stephon
back.
Diggs, I don't see them signing Tyreek Hill. I don't see any teams.
It would just. They need one of those
Maybe
free
for a cheap
agents
deal, but I still don't see Tyreek Hill getting a contract. He's coming off a torn MCL, torn meniscus, torn ACL, and torn
and a
Achille,
dislocated
whatever.
leg. I mean, he
I
dislocated his
don't,
entire leg.
I don't
But
see
he's. I mean, if
any
you
team
watch the
besides
video of him making a
maybe a
recovery,
team like the Panthers. But you look at the post too; he has no pressure on his leg. I don't see it
I
unless
mean, he
a
was
cheap
running. If you look,
unless a team that is gonna give him a cheap deal. I see him going to
take a
someone
risk.
like the Panthers. Like
I could see
I
him
see
going
him
to
going
like the
to a team.
Chargers.
Maybe the Chargers. I see him going to a team that needs him, that I think would do
Needs a
okay with him,
receiver.
that needs a number
It
one.
just
But
depends on if he
also,
still
who
has
wants
that
to take a
speed
risk and waste
factor.
all their money? Because he's expensive. He's
Because
not
then he has
cheap.
to
Tyreek
earn
Hill's
back
not
all that
cheap.
endurance that he
Mm-hmm.
had. He hasn't ran in since like what week 5 or
Got hurt.
whatever week that was versus the Jets. I mean, he hasn't ran since then.
I just don't. I
So I
don't know.
mean, he just has to earn the speed, the endurance, like everything back. And it
Yeah.
just depends if he can even still catch, if he still
Mm-hmm.
has that, that cutting factor. It
Mm-hmm.
just depends on so much if he can make a comeback or not. I hope he does, but there's just no promise.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
it
mean,
honestly makes sense.
you hope every player comes back, but does that happen?
I think that's all we need to talk about. I mean, so
We'll talk
yeah,
hopefully next week.
follow us on Instagram, two
Like and
fans deep.
subscribe if you liked our video. We're talking every week.
Yeah. And we post every weekend. We try to post every weekend. Just follow us on Instagram if you want to be a guest on the show. We'd love to have you being a guest on the show. Thank you.